Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
See the disappointment on your faces when you saw me walk in? Yeah.
Mark, supporters were very impressed by the spirited performance in the second half against Sunderland, but the goals weren't forthcoming. They seem to think that the solution is just bring in a striker. Is it as simple as that?
No, because there's a load of other things. You know, they've got to fit into the way that you tactically you go about the game and all these things. You know, so it's not just a case of going out and getting a striker. You know, you've got to make sure you can get quality play into that striker, to quality ammunition, as I call it, for him to help him do his job. So there's a lot of other things involved, and again, it's all wrapped up in the money is involved and the cost of different things. So again, that's not for us. All we can do is, you know, try and prepare ourselves right. And I thought, you know, certainly in the Sunderland game, you know, we've been poor away from home. There's no doubt about that, and we've started games, you know, poorly. I won't say not across the board. We've had one or two decent performances. I mean, at Newcastle away, we played very well, and we felt the game was taken away for us a bit there. But certainly, you know, we started a little bit quietly against Sunderland the first 15 minutes. But when we get the end up here, and we felt we were getting a foothold in the game to take the game forward away from home, concede a silly goal, and but as you said, you're right in saying, I think anybody who was there can see that. You know, the real determination and the quality within the side. Even with 10 men, we took the game to them and dominated for large parts. So we can take that to lots of positives out there. Yeah, listen, it's hard sometimes to take positive any time you lose a game, especially with the way the Premier League is this year. But you've got to at times take things out of it, and it was massive things to take out of it from Wednesday's performance going into Saturday's game.
A lot of talk on social media about the performance. One tweet actually said, finishing isn't the problem. We're not creating enough chances. Midfield are way too deep and have too far to go to create chances. What's your take on that?
Well, it's just getting the balance right, isn't it? You know, if midfield are too deep, well, sometimes you push a midfield, they want to see midfield pushing higher, and it can leave gaps behind. You know, the fact of the matter is you've got to try and play a different way, maybe away from home as you do at home. You've got to try and keep things tight, and you know, the same night I came home and watched West Ham get a point at Chelsea, and you think, well, you know, 39 shots from Chelsea in a game. Well, I think Sunderland had 3 on target against us, and we lost the game. So that's football for you. You know, you got to try and prepare right, which is what we try and do all the time. And you know, the people have opinions now. They want us to play home and away, and you accept those opinions because they're supporters who care for the club. But I think they can trust us that we try and find the best way of playing and try and pick up points and results that way.
Are there any injury worries for the?
No, in the club itself. I mean, at the moment he says touching wood, Robert Huth is our only sort of injury where he's going to be another maybe 2 or 3 weeks if he carries on with his progression. But Andy Wilkinson has started training again this week, and Matty Etherington, who's been out for like 2 weeks, trained yesterday. So apart from Robert Huth, we're getting to have a clean bill of health, which is encouraging.
That's great, thanks.
All right, guys.
Well, thanks.
Cheers, Rob.
Are
you going back down there, Rob?
Yeah.
Stop raining.
That's it.
No.